Hey everyone, Flamer here. Today I am going to walk you through how to complete the main quest, also known as the Easter egg on Ashes of the Damned. This is the most guaranteed method I know so far, so let's get right into it. First off, I recommend playing on curse mode instead of standard survival. The point farming later on becomes much more easier thanks to the Akita shotgun you can buy in Ashwood next to Klaus. This shotgun is actually more effective for points when it's not pack-a-punched, because its low rarity makes every pellet give you plus 10 points per hit. You can do the Easter egg in standard mode or curse mode, so choose whichever you prefer. After spawning in, head to the station near Quick Revive and pick up the Ted Head to start upgrading Old Tessie. Drive Tessie to either Vandorn Farm or Blackwater Lake, and turn on the power there by shooting the spores and flipping the switch. Then head down to Ashwood and turn on the power in that area as well. This unlocks the Pack-a-Punch upgrade station underneath, where you can build the Pack-a-Punch onto Tessie's back. Once you do that, the map truly opens up. From this point on, you can tackle the next objectives in any order, so I'll just guide you through the one that's most clean. Head to Blackwater Lake and inside of the cabin you can grab a jar of spores. Go down to the shed and interact with the trophy on the shelf. This spawns a tomahawk nearby. I recommend completing the small Easter egg here. You have to throw the tomahawk at nearby targets for some nice bonus rewards, and you even get a chance for a Pack-a-Punch crystal early on. Next, head over to Vandorn Farm. Place the spores you found on this dead horse right here. They need to grow for 3 rounds. While waiting, go into the barn and use the tomahawk to chop off the foot of the bleeding zombie. It will then drop its foot. Throw a Molotov at it to burn away the flesh and reveal the human bones. You can craft a Molotov with either salvage or get one for free near the upgrade station in Ashwood. While you're still at the farm, wait for a Ravager round. Use the Saw Trap to kill a Ravager. Its eyes will drop, so pick those up. After surviving 3 rounds, the spores will grow into the Widow's Lantern. Grab it and move on. Head to exit 115 and kill the special zombie called the Cook. He will drop the freeze key, which you'll use on the freezer inside of Rebel's Diner to collect the abomination carcass. On your way back, I like to quickly stop at Zarya observatory and open that area up and buy wisp tea. This step isn't required now, but it saves time later. Back in Ashwood, install the abomination carcass onto Tessie to unlock the abomination beam. When you drive through foggy areas, look for purple Aether flowers. Shoot them with the beam to drop the Hoard hunk chucks. These flowers can also give salvage, points, and even sometimes a ray gun. If you want, you can push to round 16 to spawn a Zursa boss. Kill it using the abomination beam to get the mysterious limb. Note that this ingredient can vary, so sometimes you get lucky and you don't need the Zursa at all, so I advise to do the next step first before going into round 16 to either save yourself some rounds and stress later down the line. Now head back to Ashwood. You'll find Klaus stuck there. Yes, the same Klaus from Mauer der Toten. Next to him is a building with a mirror. For this step, you'll need to use the wisp from Wisp Tea to activate the mirror and reveal an item. At round 8, go back to Janet's towers and head to the broken down container. An Uber Klaus from the Reckoning map will spawn. Take him out and then he will drop the stabilizer chip, which you then place in the jail cell where Klaus is trapped. It will say update requires restart. Throw a few stun grenades inside of the cell and Klaus will rebuild, giving you a remote controller to summon him. Head back to Zarya observatory and under the mystery box location there's a room with a broken panel. Command Klaus to interact with it and a scanner will open up. Stand inside it for about 30 seconds to receive the Aether barrel. You can't use launch pads while carrying it, so take Tessie. Bring the barrel to Ashwood and place it at the power station. Survive against the purple-eyed zombies until it fills fully up. Then take it to Blackwater Lake and repeat the same process. Then finally take it to Vandorn Farm. After all 3 fill-ups, take the barrel to the underground cube and place it inside. Once the eyes open up, you're ready for the next step. When traveling between Vandorn and Spawn, you can look at the rooftops on side of the Vandorn farm. You'll see symbols. Write these down. Back at the cube, interact with each side and rotate the symbols to match what you saw. If done correctly, the eye will activate. Interact again with it to spawn a necrofluid gauntlet. When you pick it up, a lockdown starts and you'll be trapped inside a green circle. Use the gauntlet to shoot 6 holes. You know each one is done when the spikes retract and the hole disappears. After clearing all 6, the lockdown ends and you now have the necrofluid gauntlet, which I'll just call the gauntlet going forward. With the gauntlet in hand, head back to the mirror in Ashwood and shoot it with the wonder weapon. The mirror will shatter and leave behind the powder of the Forgotten. Now that you have all the components, it's time to craft the serum. Go to Zarya observatory and open the door to Yuri's lab. Place the powder on the table to reveal a pigpen cipher on the wall. Using the cheat sheets seen on screen, figure out which solution you need. Once you know your solution, hold interact on the items provided. If you select it correctly, you'll see the prompt to add blood. Adding the blood will trigger a lockdown where your health drops to 75. Stay in the corner and defend yourself. Using Gauntlet's melee or a ray gun makes this step so much easier. When you succeed, purple smoke will rise and you'll be moved on to the next phase. The object you revealed from the mirror will now appear near Juggernaut. To access it, you need to assemble 3 keys. These keys can be extremely hard to see, so I recommend checking all possible spawn locations in each area before firing the gauntlet. The brewing key, found in the crashed rocket area. Once you pick it up, you'll glow yellow and be forced to use a knife until you place it into the locks in Ashwood. The Nightbird key, located in the Order graveyard. Picking this one up drops your health and removes regeneration. Use Alt Tessie to escape quickly. Place it on the object in Ashwood to proceed. The Terrapin key, found on a grounded ship. It slows you down and turns you green. Bring it back and place it in the final slot. Once all 3 keys are inserted, a cutscene will play. Afterwards, you'll receive the DG2 turret, Tessie's final upgrade, along with the I Heard You Like Upgrades achievement. For this next major section, you'll need both the Gauntlet and the DG2 turret. There are 3 areas where you can go at this point: Zarya Observatory, Exit 115 and Vandorn Farm. Blackwater Lake is always the final area, so ignore it for now. I advise that if you see lightning striking Exit 115, you start with that one. Shoot the main clock with the DG2 turret to freeze time, then shoot it with the Gauntlet. When the spikes retract, you'll turn purple. Do not shoot it again or you'll fail the next step. If you don't see lightning strike at Exit 115, you can do a small Easter egg with the Tessie Wonderwall for shots by shooting 3 lamp poles that are off and sparking electricity to spawn in the lightning. Head to Exit 115 with Melee Macchiato equipped and Klaus ready to summon. There's a clock on top of the garage. Shoot it with a charged Gauntlet shot. Time will slow and you have a limited time window to complete 3 objectives. There's a truck zombie. Ram Alt Tessie into the back of the truck to break it open and wake the red zombie inside it. Inside the diner, melee the cash register with Melee Macchiato to awaken the second zombie. Summon Klaus inside of the garage to resurrect this third zombie. Walk all 3 zombies to the matching colored lightning symbols on the rooftops before time expires. If you succeed, you'll hear a confirmation quote. If you fail, wait for lightning to strike again and repeat. Your progress is saved. Any zombie you successfully placed doesn't need to be redone. Do not end the round during this step. Return to the main clock and shoot the Gauntlet on a different side to continue. If the round accidentally changes, shoot the clock again with the DG2 turret first and then follow it up with the Gauntlet. For this section in Zarya Observatory, you'll need a purple charge Gauntlet shot. Shoot 2 spinning radar dishes with a purple shot. You can only do 1 charge, so you need to return to the main clock and shoot it from a different side to get a second purple charge, and fire it at the last radar dish. If done correctly, each dish will slow down. Inside the control room, several monitors will light up showing another Pigpen cipher. This cipher will translate to one of 4 possible words: launch, weapon, engine, or rocket. A matching cheat sheet will appear on screen to help you out. Once you determine your word, go to the set of 4 red buttons displaying numbers. Shoot the numbers corresponding to the cipher of your word. For example, my word was rocket, so I shot 17, 14, 10, 4, 19. If done correctly, the Soyuz rocket in the background will launch, completing this step. If not, recharge the Gauntlet and repeat the radar dish shots. For Vandorn Farm, start by shooting the Gauntlet at the clock again to get a purple charge. Head over to Vandorn Farm and then look at the clock on the wall next to the family. A time will appear and that tells you which number you need. Look at the floor to see which Roman numeral corresponds with your time and stand on that time and look at the figure that sits at the head of the table. If you're facing the right spot, the skull will turn towards you. When it turns red, shoot it with a purple charge shot. This will spawn 4 wisps, which corresponds to 4 items you need to collect. The Tasty Face, which is on the bed upstairs near Stamina Up in the farmhouse. Junior's Fun Face, which is upstairs in the barn. Pa's Pick Sticker in the garage near the mystery box, and Ma's Chalice in the bathtub in the cellar near the Gauntlet location. Take each item to its matching glowing circle around the farm. The circles alternate between red and white. Once all items are placed, interact with the final one to start a lockdown. Defend all the items until the lockdown ends to finish this step. Afterwards, head back to the clock one last time. Shoot it to get a charge and then make your way to Blackwater Lake. At the mystery box location, interact with the ghost. Afterwards, go inside the cabin and shoot the projector with your purple charged Gauntlet. This will display 4 pictures that you must memorize. Each picture corresponds to a specific film reel scattered around the area. With the guide shown on screen right here, shoot each reel in the correct order. The order is random each game, and shooting the wrong reel or shooting one twice will trigger a jump scare and force you to reshoot the projector with a purple charge. If you succeed, a soul will appear in the room upstairs near Speed Cola. Interact with the box that appears to release the soul. Then call in Klaus near the mystery box so he can pick up the box and carry it to the lake. He'll stay there until you trigger the final step, so now is the perfect time to prepare and stock up on stim shots. They are extremely helpful in the boss fight. Once you're ready, drive old Tessie to the cabin and interact with Klaus. He'll sound a horn that spawns wisps across the foggy areas. You need to hit 3 wisps in each foggy zone in this order. Blackwater Lake to Janus Towers to Vandorn Farm, and from Vandorn Farm to Ashwood, and from Ashwood to the Lost Cabins. After collecting the 3rd wisp of the final area, you'll be transported into the Veytharion boss fight. During this fight, Veytharion bombards you with missiles and zombies. Your priority is keeping Tessie alive and ram it into Veytharion at high speeds to open up his head. Then continue ramming it for bonus damage. When Tessie takes damage, collect the green crystals around the area to restore her health. If Tessie is destroyed, repair her, but make sure the area is safe or you risk a game over. After dealing enough damage, the boss enters his immune spinning phase. Shoot him with a DG2 shot to spawn in electric orbs. Pick these up with Tessie and ram Veytharion until you break his immunity. This will let you damage him using your gun as well. Use Aether Shroud wisely, especially when Tessie might be in danger. Keep her out of the center of the arena, because the boss can pick her up and throw it at you. In phase 2, Veytharion becomes more aggressive with missile attacks, but the mechanics are the same. Avoid missiles, keep Tessie repaired, break his immune phase, deal damage. In phase 3, he gains a devastating laser attack. You can dodge it by constantly driving Tessie or hiding behind pillars. Once he charges up, boost into him to interrupt the attack. When he reaches his final immune phase, repeat the same steps. DG2 shot, or pick up, ram cycle. Then unload everything you have until his health finally drops to 0. If done correctly, you've defeated Veytharion and earned a Dust to Dust trophy or achievement. Congratulations! Don't exfil just yet though. Head back to the lake and an obelisk will be waiting. Interact with it to unlock the ability to hunt and use relics in curse mode. But that marks the start of a whole new adventure. And that's a video for another day. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this guide, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And this is Flamer, signing off. Have a great day, afternoon or night!